We turn to a vaccine ultimatum for members of Ontario's Ford government.
Get a COVID-19 shot by tomorrow or get kicked out of the Progressive Conservative caucus. CTV's Queen's Park Bureau Chief Colin DeMello is monitoring this story and joins us live with the details. Colin.
Well, I'm Michelle. That ultimatum was sent to two Progressive Conservative MPPs via a letter yesterday, telling them that they have until Thursday at 5 o'clock in the evening to get their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, or else they could be booted out of the Progressive Conservative Party. That's one major development. Another one, I just got off the phone with the University Health Network. They say they are now considering more extreme measures for about 950 employees who have yet to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. It could include them having to take a leave of absence if they choose to remain unvaccinated. For the better part of August, frontline staff at the University Health Network have been working under new rules. Either get vaccinated or get tested for COVID-19 on a regular basis.
With it, I'm happy to say we've seen a really fantastic uptake of vaccination, and we're now between 92 and 94% of people at UHN who are vaccinated, and about 8% of people who we're working with on the swabbing program.
The Ford government is now applying those rules to the entire healthcare and education sectors. Staff will have to prove their vaccination status, and the unvaccinated will have to undergo regular testing. The goal is to increase vaccine uptake, especially with those interacting with students and patients.
Is that far enough? So we frankly are going back to say, are there places or in UHN or all of UHN, because of what an acute environment it is, that we have to insist that people actually participate in a vaccine program or think about taking a leave of absence? So we're just in that process.
But education workers say the Ford government missed the mark with its vaccination policies. The Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario, a union representing 83,000 education workers, voted in favor of a mandatory vaccination policy.
The plans of the Ford government didn't go far enough in regards to the measures that need to be put in place. They've left it for individual boards to look at those issues, and that's unfortunate.
While Premier Doug Ford has repeatedly rejected the idea of mandatory vaccines for healthcare and education workers, the Progressive Conservative Party seems to have a different set of rules for its own members. The government is threatening to eject two Progressive Conservative MPPs who have yet to be vaccinated, giving them until Thursday at 5 p.m. to prove that they've had a shot.
This was the right thing to do, to require those MPPs in the Conservative caucus to get their vaccinations. Absolutely, but we still have have some work to do around education workers and healthcare workers who also should be mandated to have their vaccines.
PC Party insiders say the Premier's office initially called MPPs, asking them not to disclose their vaccine status to journalists. The Ford government says with the exception of those two MPPs, all of the Progressive Conservative caucus has been fully vaccinated. Although MPPs I've been speaking to within the caucus say they weren't asked for any verification from the Premier's office, and the Premier's office won't say whether they have indeed verification that those MPPs have been vaccinated. As for the two in question, they have not publicly identified themselves. I've called their cell phones multiple times, but have yet to receive any response from either of them. Reporting live at Queen's Park, I'm Colin DeMello. Now back to you.